Hey folks, this video is part 3 of the budget turbo upgrade in my BMW E46, aka the basket case BMW. In the previous videos, we installed the turbo manifold, the custom motor mount, bolted in the turbo, we got the internal wastegate figured out, and we built an exhaust downpipe. In this video, I want to tackle the intake piping and the charge piping, so let's get started. Okay, so let's talk about the charge pipe. Now, once again, we're not using an intercooler, so we're just having a pipe going straight from the turbo to the intake. But we need a pipe from the turbo to the intake, right? This is an intercooler piping kit that I bought on eBay. Now, the turbo has a 2-inch diameter output, so all the pipes are also 2-inch diameter. Now, honestly, I'm probably only going to use about half of this kit, but still, this is cheaper than trying to buy all the parts separately. Oh, and one last thing. I had to buy this guy to adapt to the throttle body, because the throttle body on my engine is 76 millimeter, or about 3-inch diameter, and of course the tubing is 2 inches. So we have this 2-inch to 3-inch elbow adapter. Anyway, let's start building our charge pipe. Okay, so you may have noticed the output of the turbo is pointing down at the ground. That's no mistake. You see, there's no room up front for an intercooler. Well, right now we're not running an intercooler anyway, but when we do get around to running an intercooler, there's no room for one up here. The real estate's already taken. We have the transmission cooler here, the engine oil cooler here, and the steering cooler here. So, we can't put an intercooler up here. So that means the charge pipe from the turbo to the intake will not be going towards the front of the car. Instead, it's actually going to go the other way. Yeah, the charge pipe is actually going to wrap around the back of the oil pan, go across the bell housing here, and it's going to go up the other side to the throttle body. Okay, so here we have the first piece of our charge pipe mocked up. We have a 90-degree elbow coming off the turbo, and then we have our piece of pipe here going across the back of the oil pan. Looks like it needs to be trimmed. I think that part needs to be trimmed a couple inches. This part will need to be trimmed a little bit also, but you get the idea. Okay, so our throttle body elbow, of course, needs to go in here because it's going to connect to the throttle body, but it looks like this little guy is going to be in our way. It used to hold the heater hoses, but we don't have any heater hoses anymore. So, bye-bye. Well, that's interesting. It basically just clipped into the bottom of this plastic trim piece here. So I loosened up that piece, and this basically just fell right out. Okay, so I'm trying to fit that elbow on the throttle body, and it's just a little bit too long. It's hitting this right here. So we're going to trim about 1 inch off of the end of it, and that should be good. And here you can see there's plenty of extra material that can be removed if necessary. We're only going to take about 1 inch off it, so right about there maybe. I think my Silver Sharpie needs to be retired. It's had a good life. Here's a pro tip. When you're cutting these silicone couplers, If you put something solid in the end, like I did here, that will make your life easier. Okay, so we need to trim these tabs off the dipstick tube to make room for our charge pipe. By the way, I got this thing on eBay for like 40 bucks, and it's totally worth it. Check it out. Okay, so making your own custom pipes can be pretty tedious. Of course, I started with that intercooler pipe kit from eBay, but all those pipes had to be cut to length. And basically what I did was I would take one of the pieces, I would test fit it in the car, and I would say, okay, maybe I need to cut a certain amount off of this end, for example. Well, I would leave it a little bit long, and then go test fit it, see how it fits, and if it needed to be cut a little bit more, then I cut it a little bit more. And so on and so forth, until finally everything is cut exactly the way it needs to be, so everything will all fit together. Oh, and also I had to cut some of the silicone couplers too. So yeah, this can take some time, especially on the driver's side of my car, where I had to snake the pipe around the oil dipstick and the steering shaft and the frame rail and so on and so forth. Okay folks, so here is the charge pipe for the turbo in the BMW. Funny thing is, that part took like 10 minutes maybe, but this part took the rest of the day. Okay, so anyway, once again, this is the elbow that comes down off the turbo. Then the pipe wraps around the back of the oil pan. Then it does this little jig right here to get around the steering shaft, and then it goes up to the throttle body. Okay, so now that we got all this figured out, let's put this back in the car. Okay, and here's what the charge pipe looks like installed in the car. Once again, we have our elbow coming down off the turbo. It wraps around the back of the oil pan, then it goes back up the other side to the throttle body. Okay, so now let's talk about the intake and the air filter. Right now I've got the front bumper removed from the car so I can test fit this chonky boy that I got on eBay. And I don't know if you can see, but I've got the stock mass airflow sensor plugged into the back of it. And I also have the stock intake boot on there as well. And you can see right here we got our F connector hanging out there. Everything looks good so far. All I need to do is make a pipe to connect that to that. In the immortal words of Jeremy Clarkson, how hard can it be? Okay, and to help with that, we bought another intercooler pipe kit off eBay. The thing about eBay is sometimes you hit it big and sometimes you strike out. This one, unfortunately, is more like a strikeout. These, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but these pipes are all beat to crap. Got a bunch of dents and dings. There's actually rust marks on this one. It's aluminum pipe. Oh yeah, here we go. Check that out. That sucks. Not sure if I mentioned it yet, but the air intake on the turbo is 3-inch diameter. Also, the stock intake elbow is 3-inch inside diameter, so of course I bought a 3-inch intercooler pipe kit. Okay, so here is the rest of the intake assembly, and it's actually very simple. This is the stock intake boot off of my engine, and this is one of the 90-degree pipes from the intercooler kit, and that connects to the turbo. Very simple and straightforward. Actually, let me take this out of the car so you can see the whole thing.
Computer updated.
Okay, so one minor issue I had to deal with was this bracket assembly that attaches the power steering hose to the rack. It was touching the bottom of my intake pipe. So I'm going to get rid of this whole bracket assembly, and I'm going to bolt the hose directly to the rack right there. Okay, so we just got rid of this bracket assembly, and now our high pressure steering hose is bolted directly to the rack. Side quest complete. Okay, so here is our intake out of the car. Once again, this is our big boy air filter from eBay. This is our stock mass airflow sensor. By the way, the filter is actually a tight fit onto the filter. By the way, the filter is a tight fit onto the MAF sensor. I had to lube it up and really jam it in there. Anyway, then we have the stock intake boot, and last but not least, the 190-degree pipe from the intercooler kit. Oh, and I almost forgot, I also got a MAF sensor pigtail from a car in the junkyard so that we can extend the wiring over to the mass airflow sensor. Okay, so for the center part, we need to drill a couple holes at the ends, and then we will connect the dots with a hacksaw or a Dremel or something. And actually on this end, I want that to be even with this edge here. So I made 2 small holes, and we will connect those dots with the coping saw. I hope it can cope with that. Okay, so we got that grille opened up. Now, let's reinstall the front bumper. Okay, so we got the front bumper installed, and there's an air filter in there. Also, the car is filthy, but we'll take care of that eventually. Okay, so at this point, the intake system is complete. We have our air filter inside the bumper, we have our air intake pipe going into the turbo, and we have our charge pipe wrapping around the back of the oil pan over to the throttle body. Now in this video, I was also planning to tackle the oiling system for the turbo, but unfortunately this is taking a little bit too long. Not video length per se, but actually in real life. So, in the next video, we're going to tackle the oiling system, and I think we're going to end this video here. Once again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.